Welcome, everyone. We are streaming live on Facebook,
Nice.
on YouTube, and on Twitch. Everyone, this is actually a test. We're just testing out some new software that we're using. Myself, Angel, and Charlie. We are the proud host of Catching Up with UCLA Alumni live streaming.
Right. Go Bruins.
Yeah. Go Bruins. And go Bruins. Each of us is currently streaming from a different state. Angel, let us know where you're streaming from.
I'm in San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. Thank you, Angel. How about you, Charlie?
I'm in Riverside, California.
Riverside, California. He's got a nice green screen behind him.
I could be wherever I want.
That's right. You could be wherever you want. So this is just a quick test. So the genesis of this, for anyone that's watching, is just we wanted to test out new software, especially when it comes to live streaming. Myself, Charlie, and Angel, as you know, we are all teaching live online. And due to that, we're kind of being exposed to new technologies, one of which is this really cool technology. And we thought, you know what, might as well test it out. There's a couple of the cool things that are going on with this live stream right now. We all have lower thirds, which are kind of cool. That's fun. You'll notice also we have a ticker down there. It says the first Catching Up with UCLA Alumni live stream. And that reminds me, no, at this time, unfortunately, we are not sponsored by UCLA, but it would be nice to be sponsored by UCLA. So anything we say does not reflect UCLA or anything like that. But guess what? We are alums, so that means
I'm proud of
TFT,
TFT, being TFT alumni.
TFT.
That's cool. Theater, film, and television, by the way.
Right. So it's going to be a casual conversation. While that's happening, I'm going to be testing.
I forgot my last name. Just want to let you know. I forgot to bring it.
Oh, yeah. I think you could still change it. I think I could change it. Edit name. How do you spell your last name?
Rafols. You don't have to. Let's roll with it.
Do you want me to put your?
I don't need a last name.
I don't see it. I don't see it because I see the opinions expressed. Okay, that went away. Never mind. I didn't see your name at all.
Oh, and that reminds me. Thank you, Angel, for prompting that. So also, I want to remind anyone, if anyone is watching this on a beautiful Saturday afternoon, partly why we did this, we didn't necessarily want anyone watching this during a sunny Saturday afternoon. But if you do have any questions, now's your chance. Please post your questions in the comments. So if you're on Facebook, we're currently, Aaron Parks just happened.
Aaron Parks, of course. Aaron. Oh, UCLA basketball, baby.
Oh, yeah?
Won the first round. Woo!
Yeah.
The tournament.
So Aaron, if you're there, show us some sign of life. It'd be kind of nice to see that there's other people looking at this. Some other cool things about this particular software, as you guys notice, there's a countdown leader. That's kind of fun. We could also, it's good stuff, right? We could also change the screen. So right now, I could make us go away, and then, actually, that's interesting. That is interesting. I did not.
You probably could change the background on that.
I can. Let me try changing the background on that. So that's that cool background, and then that's that layout, which is kind of cool. And we can swap them.
Yeah.
We could also share screen. So at this point, I kind of want to hand it off to one of my other UCLA alumni co-hosts, Charlie or Angel. Anything?
Well, this is great because if people don't know, all three of us teach online for different colleges, and it helps, especially with teaching cinematography for you guys.
Right. Interesting. That is interesting. So one thing
are you playing a video game while me and Angel are examining this?
I swear I'm not. So why don't we make this a conducive? Like let's I guess Charlie and Angel, film wise, let's talk a little bit about UCLA. We could take it back to our UCLA days. what were some big takeaways that you learned from UCLA, which you carry with you now?
I just talked about that yesterday.
Oh, let's hear it.
One of the most amazing classes I had was with editing professor Nancy Richardson. And I think what I learned in that class, I often think in the back of my head is sometimes just as valuable to my cinematography work as any cinematography class that I took.
Wow. How so?
I told you he was playing a video game.
I know. No, it was really interesting because they really taught the value of the image and what weight, sort of narrative weight each image carries.
Yeah, Nancy Richardson. I also took a class with her. I think it was with post-production processes, and great lady. And it sounds like you learned a lot. Do you remember what year were you, was it your first year in the program, second year?
I think it was second year because I think all first year was with Tim Good. He's amazing too. Good. He was great too, but I learned a lot about editing in Tim Good's class. But for Nancy Richardson, I learned about like the power of each image, and to a cinematographer, that's gold.
And I think another really cool thing about some of the professors we had is just the level of expertise that they brought to the table, especially when it comes to their experience in film production and editing. So I'm going to share my screen here for a second. So, and I'm going to say application window. All right. So that's you guys, very meta. But here we go. Nancy Richardson. I mean, what an amazing career.
Yes.
From editing Selena, right? One of my all-time favorite films. It's such a great film that really catapulted Jennifer Lopez to superstardom.
Yes.
I did not know Nancy Richardson.
I didn't know that was her. I took Nancy. What was great as a screenwriting emphasis.
Yeah.
Taking Nancy because I also wanted to try my hand at directing, like you experts, and she really also focused on the storytelling, and I think that's one thing. Just in UCLA in general, it's still the story first, and that's why when I invited you guys over, it was great having you because it was master classes also for me, because you know how the best way to learn is really to teach. Right, for me to teach that and then to be complimented by you guys coming and teaching it to the students.
It was awesome. Good experience. I learned a lot from you, Charlie, too. All your screenwriting expertise, storytelling. I mean, we speak the same language. Just well,
I remember when I spoke at Austin Community College, and it was a house cinematography. How cinematography basically feeds the story. Still all feeds the story first. You know, it was great. It's great also to see students excited, because I think when we're excited, because we're genuinely, organically excited about what we're talking about, they get excited as well.
For sure.
I love that, Charlie. So speaking of Mexico City, maybe we could chat briefly about that. I have a couple.
I want to give a shout out to Aaron Parks, also my fellow classmate, screenwriting.
Yeah, I want to share some photos, Charlie, that definitely are a throwback from our times in Mexico City. And maybe it's been a while since you all have seen these pictures, so I'm gonna share it with you soon enough. I had it.
He's gonna show the one with a mustache. I know he is.
Oh my goodness, you think so? No, I'll be nicer than that. But check this out. Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen. Oh, I was already sharing. You saw it?
You were? I don't see it. We don't see it.
Do you not see it? Oh, okay. So this is good. This is part of the test. So I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna share. Stop screen. Okay. So here we go. Share screen. Sharing uses share screen. Okay. So Chrome tab. All right. So let me know if you could actually see. Can you see this now?
No, I can't.
Me too.
Oh, okay. All right. This is good to know. So let's see. And again, this is a fun test. So maybe I have to do this. So now I'm going to remove this. It must be tough for people that do this live and not have.
Oh yes, it is.
Test. There's so many different.
Angel shaking his head, especially you guys showing cinematography.
You know what this feels like?
Processes.
This feels like teaching on Zoom, but on steroids. It's like at another level because there's so many other buttons I got to be pressing.
But I feel like we're playing chess or something with our faces.
But let's see, share screen. We're going to try the share screen option again. And how about now? Do you see anything different? Nope. Oh, maybe I have to. I see. All right. So now I get it. I actually have to do something different. So.
Well, while you're doing that, there it is.
Yeah, you see it now?
I was about to say, I want to give a shout out to the Imaginators, close to my heart.
Oh, dude, guess. Speaking of Imaginators, guess who's currently watching? Looks like Esteban.
Really?
Esteban. Aha.
Esteban.
Saludos, Esteban. Esteban just gave us a heart emoji. Can you guys see that on the screen?
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's cool. So why don't we glance around here a while? Because it's been a while since I've seen any of these folks.
Esteban es para ti.
Yeah, Esteban, this is for you. So we have Angelito here. So this takes us back to July 2017, gentlemen. So a lot of familiar faces in here. Nevart is there. Erica, Erica. And your cousins as well.
Yeah, they came over. That was great.
Yeah, that was a great time.
That was the summer program that we did, the International Summer Filmmaking Program. It was a whole month, and it had people from the U.S., from Mexico, and Guatemala. And it was amazing. That I can safely say is what I'm most proud of, being 5 years the film department director.
Why don't we give you the space and time to talk a little bit more about that? So let me try sharing my screen again. This time though, I'm going to have it on another picture that takes us back to that time period. So I'm trying to stalk very slowly.
Just trying to load it. Find the correct button to load it.
Yeah. All right. So can you? Oh, I got to add it to the stream. There. Oh
man, yeah. We did a lot.
That's the wrong one.
I know, but that was also when we were filming that short film.
Yeah, let's talk briefly about Jóvenes MX. We'll get there, Charlie. Don't jump on your soapbox yet.
Hey, Angel was part of that too.
You know what I'm realizing? We have to in the future. I think what I'll do is I'll have fewer tabs open because it gets too confusing with all the tabs. So that's just for a future me. I'm just
that's a note to future you.
Future me. All right, let's see. Oh, here we go. This is better. All right, I'll double click that. And then I'll bounce back, and then I'll
close those Twitch videos.
There we go. How's that, Charlie?
Oh yeah, nice. Yeah. I'm wearing the same shirt, by the way. I haven't changed.
Oh my goodness!
It's the same shirt.
Charlie, now
you're the same shirt.
Charlie,
cool. You are COVID hair.
You are now solo. So talk about your experience here in Mexico City with Imaginators. Let's see if I could pull up another Imaginator photo. Here, I'll pull it back to this.
I think Angel will attest to it because he and I created Imaginators. When I was brought to Universidad Panamericana, which also holds a special place in my heart, the university in Mexico City, which is now the #1 communications school in Mexico. So, right? So I'm really proud of that place. And Dr. Jose Luis had brought us in. You know Jose Luis, and trusted us with a vision of Imaginators. And Angel, chime in anytime. how I looked at it as learning about creating imaginative, and impact. It's my bilingualness coming in.
Right.
Imaginative and impactful stories, personal ones, that first affects us, and in turn, of course, will affect the audience. And the process was, and learning to do that, to film in a professional way, like we were taught at UCLA. So it was also homage to UCLA and bringing all the things we learned and taking it how Angel and I looked at it, beyond. So I'm so proud of it because of the curriculum, because of our professors. But for me and Angel, I know it's mainly because of our students. I mean, we learn so much from our students, their passion, their hard work, and their willingness to learn, and they just gave us energy, when we were tired at the end of the day. And then also we'd go eat after with everybody, which was great.
Ooh, the tacos were the best.
Yes, for sure.
But their hearts, the hearts of storytellers. There's something about the hearts of storytellers.
So speaking of storytellers, we have another group of storytellers here. Esteban here.
Yeah, one of the Imaginators.
Can you join
one
us?
of the Imaginators, far left. Richard, right? Richard.
Richard Swap.
From Texas.
Yeah.
Jorge.
Yep. There's Charlie. You shrunk, Charlie. What happened?
I did.
I'm kidding. Angel Granado's back there, and there you go. Yours truly.
Do the great
Danny.
Yeah, good times, definitely. So, and speaking of good times, maybe this takes us to a little bit of our good times in at UCLA, right? UCLA. So I'm gonna pull up a photo. I'm a big fan of hers. I think you guys are a big fan of hers as well. The one and only. How can one forget the one and only? This is gonna get complicated with so many tabs. Cherie, of course. Cherie
Smith.
Sherry. Who calls her Cherie? You call her Cherie?
Oh, damn, this is life. I hope you're not watching.
Hi, Sherry.
Sherry.
Hey, Sherry. Hey, Sherry. Charlie still wants to get into the directing programs.
I do. She wouldn't let me.
That's funny. But yeah, some good time. This is, I guess, a little bit of a throwback. This is when we were all celebrating Howard Suber's 50 years of teaching at UCLA.
It would be an honor to have Howard on our show.
Oh yeah.
That's such a great idea, Charlie.
So yeah. I think that's the goal we are gonna.
I love that idea. I think maybe that's. I'm kind of curious. Does anybody know? Is Howard he teaching at UCLA, or is he taking?
Angel, adjunct UCLA professor of cinematography, Angel Granados.
Oh, by the way,
Felicidades.
I have this beautiful banner for you. Look at that. The opinions expressed.
Angel Granados.
Thanks for reminding everybody.
No worries. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I think wasn't there a documentary that was going to get made of Howard Suber?
Yeah, it got stalled, and last I heard, like a month ago, they're almost done with it. They're going to get back into it and finish it. Yeah, the power of film, I think, based on his book.
Yeah, based on his, which I use.
Yeah, it's funny you guys mentioned that because I think even in Mexico City, Charlie and we referenced that book often. I
did too.
And Howard Suber, I mean, what a great scholar, what a great academician, what an amazing brain. So I do hope, I'm not sure if he is still teaching or not, but I do hope that Howard Suber is still teaching. And if anything, I would love to go and see the film. Wouldn't it be great to see it in the Bridges Theater, guys?
Yep.
To see the documentary in the Bridges Theater. So who's ever, I think actually a UCLA alum, speaking of UCLA alums, Laura, gosh, I forget her last name, but Laura, her last name starts with an H. She's the producer behind the.
Oh, great.
Yeah, behind the documentary. So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely something that I would want to check out. She was actually a mentor for, here, let me switch screens really quick. She was actually a mentor for Film Independence inaugural documentary lab. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, you know, I had an opportunity to be a part of that, and great lady, and really good notes. That's what I remember from her conversations. But yeah, why don't I go ahead and share the screen here? If boom, there it is. The great Howard Suber.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is circa 2015. And that's speaking of alums, Jessica Rickens, is in this. And let's see what else we have here. Oop, I think there's it's a family picture. Where's the Howard Suber picture? Oh yeah. So Howard Suber, right? Howard Suber.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. To our commencement, which I'm sure you guys was. Why don't we speak a little bit about commencement? I mean, what did you guys feel when you all graduated from what I would think would be probably one of
when I walked, or when I actually graduated 5 years later? Originally, for a Master's of Fine Arts. Yeah. I didn't want to leave. Well, it's a testament because I didn't want to leave. God bless Fred Rubin, my illustrious comedy professor, screenwriting professor. He said, "You gotta go."
Well, and that's the funny secret about the film school is that you kind of walk and go through the whole celebration of graduating, but you don't actually have your until 5 years later. So pretty ironic like that.
Right.
But yeah, so how about you, Angel? I mean, Angel is always on the straight and narrow, so I'm sure that you actually graduated when you walked. Was that the case?
Yeah, I think so. But it's funny, I didn't graduate with most of my cohort. I graduated with your cohort for some reason.
Wait, who came first?
Well,
the Gudiño or the Ganado?
Yeah, I think I was 2 years ahead of Angel.
Yeah, because Roberto, you started in 2008, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I started in 2009. Yeah, but I graduated mostly with your cohort for some reason. I don't remember why.
Were you just ahead of the game? Is that it?
I don't remember. I wish I could tell you. No, well, that was 2012, right? Not 13.
20.
Well, because I think you got hired at Howard.
I don't know if that's why I graduated. Maybe it's been a blur. I mean, I don't remember. I guess so. Yeah.
Oh, it was definitely here. So for old time's sake, see if I'm able to. So now I'm going to try to share an image. So I shared a screen. I don't know if it'll let me share an image. Share screen, application window. Oh yeah, it will. All right. So then once I do that, can you guys see it or no?
Like, where is it? We can't see it.
Oh, you can't? Okay. I think you guys could probably only see. I wish somebody would comment because then we could see what it looks like.
Okay.
So I'm going to try. That's the whole point of the test, right?
Oh, do we have to log in to comment?
On Facebook? Yeah, it's live on Facebook right now.
Oh, okay. I see. I'm on the actual thing.
I'm going to try to comment. Oh, there are 3 comments. So Aaron says Charlemagne, but it's not showing up here.
Yeah,
I think it's just on Facebook.
Oh,
let me go on Facebook.
Comments to some destinations. Oh, that's funny, dude.
Aaron, my hair is now as long as yours.
That's funny, guys. I kind of feel bad. Cranes up. Oh, so on Facebook.
Just follow the Facebook comments.
So I have to go on Facebook in order to see the Facebook comments.
And you might have to go on YouTube to follow any YouTube comments.
All right, live viewer comments show up on stream.
FYI, if you use this. So we're testing out the StreamYard app.
Test.
Yeah, I don't see any comments on my end either.
Yeah.
I see the test.
Okay.
And I imagine there's got to be a way for you to link them all.
Well, supposedly.
And there might be a premium thing. I'm just thinking about.
Supposedly, I'm supposed to see.
The YouTube and the Facebook ones, right?
Yeah. Well, okay. So if one of you guys wants to, obviously we didn't see the Facebook. thingies. So I am going to try doing a comment on Facebook Live and see if that works. Live chat. So there's 0 live chats. So I'm going to say test.
Yeah, I saw that. Test from you and Cinema Teacher, which is also you.
Yeah. So I just sent chat publicly as Roberto. Yes. So I sent a chat through YouTube.
Can you post on the chat the YouTube link?
So guys, something for us to know. So in the comments tab, we're not able to see comments from Facebook, but we are able to see them. Did you guys see them coming in from YouTube? It says test from YouTube.
Yes.
Yeah, so that came in from YouTube, not from here, from my app. Yeah, that's the Twitch channel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's Twitch. So right now we're live streaming on 3 different platforms, which is kind of cool. Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube.
But the comments aren't.
For some reason, though, the comments on Facebook aren't coming through. But that's good to know because that just tells me like I have to then be on my Facebook profile. So right now I could see like Esteban, he did a little heart, so I'm gonna give him a little heart icon. Oh, Aaron Park says Crichton is up 63-62 with 16 seconds left.
Against who?
I don't know. I'll ask them.
Can you post on the chat the YouTube link?
Can I do it? Well, supposedly through StreamYard, I would have been able to both see comments and respond to them, but it's good knowing that I won't be able to do Facebook at least. Twitch,
or have a separate.
I'm not too up to speed with Twitch, but to keep this conversation entertaining.
Yeah, I just want to say that. Oh, nice.
Nice.
I have not seen that one.
Yeah, man. So me, look how happy Angel is.
Mis hermanos.
That's probably your third happiest moment. Number 1, when you met Paula. Number 2, when your baby was born. Number 3, when you wrapped your arm around me.
For sure. I think we have one with shades somewhere too, right?
We do, but I thought this one was cooler.
Cool one with Angel or you guys to like rival you.
I would have to dig up the one with our shades on. Oh yeah, I see one with our shades on. Do you want me to share the one with our shades on?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
All right, cool. I'll share that one instead. But this reminds me a lot of Zoom in that there's a lot of juggling happening and that you actually have to, do a little bit of filler, which I'm doing now to figure out, okay, how do I actually get that picture open? But while that's happening, I'm trying to keep going. While I keep going, Charlie, why don't you tell us a little bit more about how Imaginators came to be? What was the inspiration?
So, I think what it was back in the day, when I was teaching film at Universidad Panamericana, and we were teaching, I was mainly doing the screenwriting classes. It was something that I wanted more, because that's the impact UCLA basically had on me, is like storytelling first and everything, and storytelling also to impact, right? We have so many great alum that come from UCLA that have made these.
Speaking of alum, sorry to interrupt.
Amazing movies. Or edited amazing movies. By the way,
Amy is just commenting on our
UCLA.
Yeah, so the wonderful Amy, her documentary, I got to see it here in Phoenix. Let's see, there was a public screening. I'm trying to look at. Do you guys know who I'm talking about?
Which Amy?
Half the picture. Yeah, so she was a director.
Oh yeah, that's right. I want to see that. This is also a great way to like how other film schools come together and promote their alums projects. This is another great opportunity to do that because we have such great, so much work coming from our alum that it'd be a great opportunity to share. We don't know all that's happening. This is a great pipeline to share that.
I agree. I agree with you, Charlie. And I guess to add to that, I mean, whoever UCLA alum or not, if you're watching this right now, we're just trying to just get a sense of what everyone's doing with life after film school, essentially.
Yeah, basically, it's for anyone.
It's for everyone. If you come from a different
like
school,
I said,
don't feel it's
the
only
heart of a filmmaker. There's something special about the heart of a filmmaker.
I totally agree with Charlie. And I think for us, at least, we want to get that chance to catch up with UCLA alumni, which is exactly what we're doing now. And also with other folks that we haven't talked to. Amy's giving us a thumbs up. Thanks again, Amy.
Nice.
For watching our inaugural Catching Up with UCLA Alumni live stream. Well, let me go ahead and share that one photo with you guys, and maybe we'll, unless there's anything else we want to test. I mean, we've tested several layouts.
This is like the solo layout. This is the me on my couch alone layout. Hello, welcome to Mr. Rogers' neighborhood layout.
This is the multiple guest layout. I'm not sure how many multiple guests there could be, but obviously we're only 3 gents in here now. This is the shared. Yeah, I'm sorry.
One of the things before we end, one of the things I'd like to try maybe is sharing video to see how choppy.
It's a great idea.
You know, like Zoom gets really choppy and stuff. It's kind of sometimes not usable. I'm wondering if this is a better platform.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So why don't I go ahead and go over to YouTube right now?
I told you. He's dancing to reggaeton in the background.
Dude, how'd you know it was the reggaeton? So, all right.
This could also be a great place to test.
This is gonna be
different apps and film stuff as well.
Oh, 100%. This is very meta.
Review it. Very meta.
Let's see, from Chrome tab. So I'm sharing the audio, and then I'm going to share YouTube. And then once I do that, I have to jump back to the tab and then share my screen. Boom. So then I could solo it. So, I was going to say, this is very meta because this is a recording of us seeing the recording of us live on YouTube. So there it is. I wish I had annotation features, StreamYard, so I could point at stuff, but let's see here. Let's try a little bit. So we're currently on live. Why don't we check out this? I guess a presentation I did called Tech Talks.
Okay.
Well, not only. All right, so here's a tricky thing. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to have my headphones plugged in so you guys wouldn't get audio feedback. If I get back, I don't know if you guys will get audio feedback. So just heads up if I have to. Oh, pizza. Oh, this is interesting, guys. In the chat, do you guys see the same thing I do?
Yeah. Hello, Pizza Planeteer Rocketeer.
Pizza Planet. What? How do you Rocketeer?
Pizza Planeteer Rocketeer.
Pizza Planeteer.
Making me hungry.
Welcome to the Twitch live stream. That's cool. So now we have people watching us on Twitch, believe it or not. So I really got to ramp up my Twitch channel. So yeah, I think what I'll also do, guys, I'll keep my Facebook tab homepage open. Why? That way, if I do see any chats come in, I could again go ahead and address that. But right now, I'm going to split the screens. Okay, so here we go. Here's the video test. So far we know that you can share Chrome tabs. You can share other applications. So if I had, I don't know, like an Excel sheet open, I could theoretically share that, but I'm not going to do that right now because we're filmmakers, not Excel makers.
Accountants.
Yeah. But here we go. I'm going to try to share the video and see how that goes. All right. Here we go. They need collaboration, but when I was on set with them, I noticed that they had to do everything from setting up flats, like we could see here, to finding wardrobe, to finding actors. They had to cast for actors. They had to find prop. Here at Scottsdale Community College is that it's very collaborative. So I thought, well, how can we find those partnerships with various different faculty members or other departments? So one of the first people I spoke with is Amanda Embry. So she's a co-chair of the Scottsdale School of Film and Theater. And when I had a conversation with her, she said, well, we have great friends in the interior design department. So All right, gents, what do y'all think? Could you hear the audio come through?
Yeah, it looked pretty solid.
Yeah.
All right.
Was the timing of the audio sticking with the timing of the video? That was my question.
Was it in sync? I don't know.
In sync, yeah.
Here, let me go. I'm
Okay.
gonna go 720p, and then I'm going to go with this other mode
So we're testing.
Where you comment on. Okay, so now I know.
You guys.
If I want to point to the screen, I got to point towards the left. So like, check out the video, everybody. The other way, left. I said.
The other left.
Oh, but you're in California. That's different.
Oh, that's so wrong.
All right, here we go. All right, so I'm going to play it. Started having a conversation with Rachel Simmons, who I met from the New Faculty Experience. And from there, we also invited Chuck Cooper, one of the distinguished faculty members here at SCC. So what do we think?
Is there an echo on your side?
Yeah, I'm hearing
the original film.
A slight echo.
Oh, let's play it back. We all sat together. There's a slight echo, but it's not.
Sounds like reverb.
Okay, that could be it.
Oh, that might be from the actual video.
That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it originates from the video.
That's a great video. Were you like in two different separate locations, by the way?
Oh, good question. Yeah, so this was actually at SEC at their theater, and I was giving a presentation on collaboration that we came up with. That came from an idea. Essentially, the idea was to create a Facebook page where students could post their projects and collaborate. It was called Building Online Community, Interaction and Collaboration Through Facebook. And it was essentially a Facebook group that I created where students could share their projects, and then other students, if they're interested in being part of that, they could do that. So there it is. I mean, that's essentially the presentation. But cool thing is that there's multiple cameras. So there's a wide angle, and then there was hider shot here. This is where I'm talking about my juggling technique, or I'm doing Tai Chi.
Were you all in the same room?
Yeah, it was one big auditorium.
Okay.
Yeah.
For a minute, I thought you like overlapping over each other.
Virtual.
No. That was pre. I don't want this podcast or video cast, whatever, to be dated. So we're not going to talk about what's going on right now. But what we're going to talk about is catching up with UCLA alumni. So if you are UCLA alumni and you want some catching up to do with other UCLA alumni or any other filmmakers, to be frank, or to be Roberto, this is us. We are all co-host. Angel Granados. He's spearheading this, right, Angel? Angel's
Apparently I
am.
Charlie is another host, and I don't know if we're going to do this again, but
I wanted to say, I know we're testing the app, StreamYard. I wanted to end with saying goodbye. No, just with saying that.
Don't be so dramatic.
I attest to so many. I learned so much from my professors while I was there. From the Hal Ackermans of the world to the Tim Albas and so many more. Paul Chitlicks. It's an endless list. Jim Strain.
You should get some of them.
Caleri.
You should get some.
They're not texting me right now, by the way. I just want to let you know.
You should get some of those folks on your on this catching up with UCLA alumni live stream.
Of course, and Richard Walters,
of course.
Yeah, no, I want to get you guys on here so we can talk more storytelling. Right.
I love that idea. One last thing I'm going to test. And wait, what? How am I going to do that? I think I pressed. Oh, what I'm trying to do, there's a starting soon background. Oh, maybe it's only a background. So let me know what happens. So Charlie, I'm going to remove you from the live feed for a second. Let me know what you hear or see, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Charlie, can you hear us or see us or anything? Okay, I could see your lips moving, but I can't hear you. So you could use the private chat. Charlie, can you hear us? Charlie, can you hear us? There's a couple of typos there. I was just trying to type really quickly.
He says I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear. Okay.
And see you.
And see us. Oh, interesting. Can you take a screenshot of that, Charlie, please? So this is interesting. So that leads me to believe that if I remove all of us, I'm going to do that now. Get ready for it, Uncle. So I'm going to bring us all back. So basically,
I feel like Marvel in the last movie where everybody came back. Where was I?
You're in limbo. So that's good to know. So basically, once you're removed, you could still see and hear the live broadcast, but we can't hear you, but we could see you down in the lower like thumbnails. That makes sense.
Like a green room.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. So I guess you're right, because you could hear and see the broadcast, but we can't hear or see. We could see you but not hear you. That's good, because then if you were to walk away, Ankit, like go grab a cup of water or something, like I'd know like, oh, I shouldn't go to Ankit right now because he's not there. So I'm gonna wait till he's back. Okay. Good to know.
So you're basically the host and the technical director.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Right. You're hosting it and you're TDing it. Yeah, exactly. Because you're doing like lower thirds. You're doing like these little banners. The opinions expressed are solely of the speakers and do not express the views or opinions of any institutions. UCLA, wink, wink.
And you could can you get a TA to like be the producer and handle all that stuff while you're?
I don't know. That's a good question. I think so. Yeah, because I signed in with my other computer, and I could just have. That means that you'd have to give your sign-in rights, not rights, but like you would have to let them sign in with your account, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And okay, cool. What other?
If they had a run of show, they could help you just automate everything.
You know, especially when it comes to comments and stuff, like I wouldn't want inappropriate comments to be coming through and then like not realize it until the thing's over. That would not be good. So
sure.
Yeah. So here, I'm gonna add a second profile.
I think this would be also just a great classroom tool.
So can you guys see the other me?
No.
I know the other you, which is it's fine.
That's interesting. So you can't see the other me.
No.
But, okay. So maybe this other me could then moderate. So I could be switching. I think I could be switching between people. So I'm gonna switch the layout. Yeah, that's cool. So I could have someone else on another computer with
technical director.
They could be the technical director, and then I could just be like the host, and then they could be looking at the chat stuff. And obviously I'm repeating all this. I don't know if it's obvious, but I'll say it because I'll have a record of it. And there's no way I'm gonna remember all this stuff because I'm TD and the host at the same time. Okay. No, this is good. Anything else you guys want to test? I mean, so the ticker down there is pretty cool. I like the option of different layouts with lower thirds. I think it gives it a very like slick professional setup. One last thing I'm going to test is I'm going to remove guest see viewer comments, and then let me know what happens with the viewer comments. So are they gone for you guys?
Yeah, all I see is private chat.
Oh, so literally that one icon that says comments is completely gone?
Yes.
That might not be a bad thing if you have someone that is not going to be fielding. Because what if someone like in Twitch land is like
off my camera
is like F you guys, blah blah. Like we don't want the host to necessarily be seeing that.
Right.
Okay, cool. There's something coming in through the private chat. Oh, okay, since you sent it to me privately, I won't disclose. But I agree with you.
Oh boy.
I agree with you. Okay, so for me to conclude on this test, it's a mix of Zoom with it's Zoom on steroids. So there's more buttons to press, there's more things to manage. So if you are overwhelmed with teaching on Zoom, then maybe stay away from this for a little bit. If you are able to get someone to do this, like be a technical director for you, essentially, I think it's a cool tool. I think with more practice, I could get a little bit more polished doing it all myself. So in a pinch, I could totally do it on my own, which I think if I'm doing it here from mi casa, that's probably what would happen. Okay, cool. Any other? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Anka.
Can you record a file rather than streaming, or in addition to streaming, do you have the ability to record a file?
Yes, great question. So what I really like about this particular platform is that you are able to either live stream on multiple channels, or you're able to just record it and not live stream. So you could still do like the same cool like interface, but it's limited in terms of how many people could be on it. I haven't really checked for limitations, like how many people could be on it at the same time. But yeah.
Could you do both? Could you stream it and record it?
Oh, so once this live recording is over, it's going to give you an option to download it as an MPEG 4. So unfortunately, it's not like a high res, like 4K file with all the bits and everything. But yeah, it's as a record, I think it's pretty good.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, guys, you know what? As you guys could see, I love all this tech stuff. Uncle and Charlie and everybody else watching. I don't think anybody else is watching, so that's fine. But hey, we completed our test. If you guys, Charlie and Angel, if there's anything I could do for you guys, please let me know. Especially on this technology front. Like I love
this is great.
This ed tech stuff. I hope this was useful to you guys. Charlie and Angel, I will leave the last words to my two other co-hosts. Anything else you want to add?
It was great seeing you.
Aw.
Oh, I had another question.
Yes,
Roberto. So if let's say somebody's watching the live stream and they want to join, can you send them a link or something and then they join us? Is that possible?
Well, it's I would think so. Yeah, I would, like on the fly. Like for example, right now, if we wanted, like Aaron's like, oh, what are you guys up to? Like, hey, like, can I join you guys?
Join us, yeah.
Or Amy.
Well, if I could.
Or Amy, you're right.
Yeah, or Amy. I could send you. You could try that link on another operating system on your phone.
Okay. Let me try it. Can you send it to me?
Yeah. That way you could do dual. We could have Angel in dual camera. Can I send it to you? Let me see. I'm not on my computer, so let me see. I could send it to you through Gmail.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, do it.
Okay. So give me a second. I'm going to make sure I'm not sharing my screen because no one wants to see my screen. Okay. Ángel Granados. All right, so
you guys reminded me of just how amazing my time was at UCLA. My 5 years of master's program.
That's fun.
But yeah, I want to give a shout out also Imaginators to Rodrigo because he was in the picture too.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, in the picture of everybody.
Yeah, and Dr. Jose Luis Ortiz for giving us the opportunity, and Dr. Navarro, Mariano.
You know what would be interesting to have a conversation with those folks.
It would be great.
I'm telling you, like this platform could be something really cool. Maybe that's why we should reconsider retitling it, because maybe it doesn't have to be. It could just be. What if it's catching up with ellipsis? Okay, obviously not the word ellipsis, but just
I know her. She's great.
Yeah, catching up with ... So it could be like catching up with. So this week's episode is going to be catching up with Universidad Panamericana. We're going to be talking with Jose Luis or whoever, and
like something like catching up with storytellers.
This week it's going to be catching up with. This week it's going to be catching up with Imaginators. Like we're going to be talking with various different Imaginators. So check it out. Blah blah blah. Well, not blah 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 because I hate that expression. I mean, here's an interesting thing too. I could also mute your mic, if needed be, or if but this just in, we have another guest visitor joining us from Austin, Texas, Everyone, it's AG.
Hey,
Welcome, AG.
What's up, AG?
How you doing?
The
It works.
Attorney General of Texas is here.
Yeah.
It works.
So AG is an identical twin to Angel Granados,
Right.
who also went to UCLA. They also have this weird knack of talking synchronously. So AG is actually streaming in from beautiful San Diego. He's got that golden tan,
Right.
while Angel from Texas looks like he's a little bit on the cooler color temperature.
A little pasty. There's a lot of snow here.
A little pastier. But yeah, so this just in, yes, we could have multiple guests. I'm going to try to see what the layout looks like. That looks pretty slick. What does it for? Oh, that's cool. Look at this. I'm going to try to rearrange the screens. Oh, this is too fancy. I'm telling you guys, this is like Zoom on steroids. So if anybody wants tutorials on how to use this software, please reach out to me. I'm only going to charge you $29.95 per consultation. If it's less than half an hour, that's a bargain. Seriously, $29.99. That is a bargain, everybody.
That's a bargain.
Yeah,
I like that profile of you,
dude. I love that profile of you. I love the shadow detail. Let's make that larger.
You like my paper lantern?
Yeah, I like your paper lantern.
And you made him disappear. Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna try to solo him. I don't know how to do that. Oh, there we go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we could do vertical video apparently too. Again, the only other thing, and horizontal. The only other thing I wish we could do. There we go.
I think you can also ask our potential viewers what they want us to talk about. I know for me, there's so much I want to catch up on you guys about.
Potential viewers of Zero. But you know what? To be honest, we did.
No, seriously, I want to hear more from you guys in regards to what you guys are doing and how you're, especially with what's going on right now, how you're able to, to impact your students through the Zoom teaching.
Don't forget, everybody, make sure to post your questions. How do you do this? Please post your questions in the comments down below on Facebook. So I got to remember. So if I want to point to the screen, I got to go like this. And if I want to go to the comments, I got to go like this.
It depends because sometimes you're on one side of the screen or sometimes you're on the other.
Exactly.
Really?
Aaron, when's the UCLA next game?
Wait a minute. It's a family show. What's going on here? Dog Hill, get your hand out of there. So, all I saw was skin tone. I'm like, what's going on?
UCLA and the attorney. Let's do it.
Oh, wait, this is when I did this. The opinions expressed are solely by the speakers. All right, guys. Unless there's anything else you guys want to test, I think this is a really, really effective test. My takeaways are it's Zoom on steroids. You just have to either really get good at multitasking, which is an impossible feat, or just get someone to try to help you out, or just have less bells and whistles and just keep it to a minimum. So what I'm going to do for now, I'm going to remove AG. AG, it was good seeing you. I hope Sunny.
Thanks for visiting the show, AG.
Well, yeah, thanks for joining us, AG. Thanks a lot, that guy. Now we have the real Angel Granados joining us live. Do we see the ticker down there? What do we think about the ticker?
Oh, there you go. That's good.
What's really interesting is you just put me in the green room. I had to leave, just so you know.
What do you mean?
So the AG,
yeah.
When you got rid of me, it just put me in a green room. I was still active, so you could have brought me back on too.
Oh,
I was still listening.
Good to know.
So the way I should think about that is as a green room, like you said. Yes. And if there's other options, you could kick
like the waiting room in Zoom.
Yeah, you could kick someone out from the studio.
Except that in the waiting room in Zoom, you can't connect.
You can't see them. Yeah.
Here I can.
This is interesting too. I could modify your mic on him. I could remove the automatically adjust mic volume, and I could crank you up. Let's test that. So I could go ahead and say, I don't know, say your ABCs or something.
A B C D E F G H I J K L M N O P.
And now you're all the way. The volume is all the way down now.
Okay.
So I can adjust your volume.
Okay.
So let's see if you're about to say something. Well, no, I guess that's not a good example. And then there's also echo cancellation.
Okay.
So I'll have to look into what that it says. Do
Like
not
if we're
turn
having
off
audio
unless your guest
problems.
has high quality microphone and is wearing headphones. So for example, with Charlie, because you're not wearing headphones, Angel. So if I do it with you, why don't we test it? That's the whole point of this. So let me see. All right. So just get ready to plug your ears if you need to. All right. Here's echo cancellation for Angel Granados.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead, Angel.
Test 1 2 1 2 3.
So
Hello.
I could hear my voice echoed in my audio feedback now.
Mm-hmm.
And that makes sense because my audio is probably delayed a bit when you get it, Angel. And then when I hear it, it's delayed. So therefore it's an echo. If I try that with Charlie, who did a great job of having his headphones on. All right, so Charlie, I'm gonna remove echo cancellation. So go ahead and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How are y'all tonight?
Louder.
Can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, and I'm not getting any crazy echo.
I can see you.
Okay, so this is good.
Okay.
So this is good to know. So
I don't want to change my voice anymore. I'll be speaking like this for the rest of the show.
Okay. Well, so this is good to know. So basically, the conclusion of the audio test was that if someone's wearing headphones and you want maybe nicer audio, I'm not sure if that's true or not, you could just remove that echo filter. But if not, like in your case, Ankit, and in my case, I'm sure like if I remove my echo filter, then you guys are going to hear a lot of feedback. So I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
All right, cool.
I almost lasted an hour. Sorry, you guys.
There you go, guys. Not too bad. We had 3 comments and a handful of likes, so not bad for our first inaugural live stream. Okay,
testing out the StreamYard app.
That's all we were doing. We're testing, ladies and gentlemen. That was root beer that Charlemagne was drinking.
Yes.
So
it's a pot beer.
All right. So anything else, gents?
I don't think
all right,
so.
cool.
Always good to see you guys. No,
yeah.
I was saying earlier. I think for me, I want to hear more stories about screenwriting and cinematography that the experiences you share that you can share from teaching that we can learn from.
I love that idea. I feel that Charlie is now very proactively, which I encourage, taking ownership of the show. So
what's happening?
I'm happy with that.
Truth is, I'm eating lumpia that my best friend made. Look, it's
nice.
really yummy.
Yummy.
I waited almost an hour. I couldn't do it any longer. So
that looks great.
I wish I could share it with you guys. Hey, so we're planning the next barbecue together, right?
Yes. San Diego.
Let's go sit. San Diego, yes.
San Diego, I'm all for it, guys. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, guys.
Angel, felicidades.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for doing this little test with me. You guys know I love you all. I appreciate you. And I'll be talking to you guys offline. Angel, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Same to you, Charlie. I know you got all kinds of good, fun stuff happening as well. Mm-hmm. So if you guys need anything, please let me know. Until then, we're going to sign off.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Be bold and let your voice be heard.
Salamat.
That's my Goya, as Howard Super would say, Goya.
Goya.
What's your sign off?
As filmmakers.
I just said salamat.
Oh yeah.
Oh, very appropriate. Salamat.
Thanks, buddy.
Salamat, everybody. See you guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.